Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to our meditation series. Apologies again for yesterday. When family issues arise, we just have to deal with those first. But again, always all comes in divine timing and accord. So today we're about to embark on the third eye. I'm just going to move that beautiful quartz crystal there. The third eye, we're really moving up into our upper centers now, into our higher energy spaces. As we know, the third eye is considered one of those psychic gifts that many have, many would aspire or wish to have, and we need to let that go, how we label or limit ourselves with that, because we're perfect and we have all the skills that we're meant to remember as we do in this lifetime. But that opening of the third eye is vital in its capacity, because when that third eye does open, doesn't mean that you have to be psychic. It just means that you have the ability of balanced inner vision, that your heart has come into alignment into your being, on however and whatever level that be, through your soul's evolutions and many lifetimes that it does take. But as we start to work with the third eye, this is really about us being able to see the truth. It's about being able to see through the illusions and the veils of illusions that we have created and self-imposed upon our being through many lifetimes, those veils of limitation created through fear. So as we open our third eye, we're engaging our heart, and we're engaging the two of them into one through the process of discernment. And I know many people have said to me they don't quite understand what discernment is at times. But discernment is that process where we actually are able to pull out of all attachments that we have around us, that we've ever engaged within, and that we actually feel our way to hearing and listening and being able to feel what truth is. So when a third eye is truly open, you're able to be engaged in a conversation with someone, and while you may be hearing their words physically, you'll be hearing beyond their words. You'll be hearing the truth of what they're really saying or what they're not really saying. You'll feel the truth within someone if they're being honest or dishonest. You'll see past the projection, either from yourself or from them. And when you're in a balanced state of inner vision, with your heart in true alignment, there won't be a projection from you. You'll be in a state of neutrality where you have no attachment. You become like the silent witness, the silent observer, seeing the illusions before you, but knowing that you are completely emotionless to that, yet at the same time having full compassion if that is warranted in that circumstance. And always our compassion and love are paramount in everything we do. But recognising also in that moment where that person is, the love that they do require for them to step out of their fear, their limitation in that moment. And always when we're in that truth of balance, we are in full divine flow, so we have no reason not to allow that flow from us to any being. That's balance. So the chakra is very much about truth. It's the truth to us. We have to start with the honesty to the self first, to find what those truths are and to release that which doesn't serve us anymore, beliefs that we have programmed ourselves and aligned ourselves to again, that truly no longer are relevant and are not of the highest truth, the divine truth that is only based from love, and where love is, as always, no aspect, no herb of energy that fear is, can it be present. So the Hertz frequency that we're using today is 852, which I'll sound off shortly. And our sound, which I think is always an easy one to remember, is I, as in the eye. So again, we're going up in a little bit of pitch here. I tend to always be a lower pitch. I know that it's different. Again, always find yours. But with that I, we'll just do a few, and I tend to sort of take it up to where I can feel it resonating, not necessarily in my third eye. Sometimes that's a little bit difficult. You might find it easy. That's up to you again. But I tend to feel it in my ears. Now, the ears are very much a part of your third eye. That listening, hearing the truth, listening to the truth of what all is. So I tend to take it up until I can feel that resonance. So yeah, just to, I guess, put you on notice if it gets a bit high. Wait for the crown tomorrow. Anyway, so we'll just do a few eyes. Now, I don't know if you could hear my voice kept self-regulating itself. My intention was to go up, but it kept dragging me down. So again, trust what's happening with your own being, because your higher self knows exactly what you want, and my righty particularly was feeling that. It was interesting too. I'm just going to do one more round, only because I want you also, as you do this, when you start to get used to the vibration, is you start to tune in, have a look for your projection or your inner eye. So again, you will probably see, as you really start to do more and more and more of this, you'll start to see the colours appear on the inside of your third eye. Okay, so allow those colours, be in tune with those colours, because again, they're guiding you to frequencies and to sounds and to tones and colours that are important to you in the moment. So just with this intention, just be aware if you're seeing the colours flash before you or hold before you in that aspect of the third eye. Okay, so we'll just do it again. Now, if you saw them, I know for me, and I'm working heavily at the moment on my third eye, is that I can see some darker patches, so I know that they're lower frequencies. So again, the next time I go in consciously to sound or tone, I can intend my love to those spots to accelerate them. Again, we add our intention, our sound equals healing as they combine. So see what you see. If any darker patches for me personally, means that I need to accelerate. There's a lower frequency in that area. So there's flashes coming through. There might be one solid colour. Again, discern for yourself what you feel is right. The colour that we work a lot with here, and the master that we work with today, is particularly Master Hilarion. And he was Paul of Damascus in the Bible, who was blind, and when the Master Jesus came upon him, even though he was anti the teachings of the Master Jesus in that particular time, and he was an adversary to him. Again, it doesn't matter what your journey's been, or how you may present in this lifetime, whether that appears as a positive or a negative. It's all about the soul's evolution, and his evolution of the soul was such that as soon as he met the Master on the road to Damascus, he recognised, and they recognised each other not at the physical eye level, but at the heart, soul, third eye level, and his blindness as such was removed instantly. And he was one of the miracles when he was asked if he was ready to walk his path in the highest of high. He agreed, and he instantly saw, and he became one of the disciples. So his colour he comes with is a beautiful apple green. It's a greeny gold. It's called the precipitation flame. So when we work with that beautiful green gold, we're really coming in with high Christ type energies, including with that beautiful green of healing. So even though our physical third eye, we tend to work with indigo colours, purple, amethyst, we combine all these colours today. So again, whatever you see, you see. Always love is underlying, and as always we work non-stop with the violet flame ever present. So I'm just going to sound the 852 Hertz frequency now. So with this also, be comfortable in preparation. Now I'm also going to strike my beautiful amethyst bowl, which is specifically tuned to this third eye and pineal area of our being, so we're choosing to accelerate this area. So I'm going to start and finish, and I have used this in other meditations, but we're going to start with this today also in preparation, that violet colour. And just breathe. Be in your space now. Comfortable, warm, all devices off. Allow yourself this time, this moment for you. Set your intentions again to receive, to open and accelerate as much as you choose to that feels right to you now. Calling to your beloved higher self to take charge, guide you, align with you, atone at one with yourself. And as we always commence breathing in, slowing the breath down with the violet, bringing that in now, breathing out with it. Continuing to breathe deeply, slowly, feeling the body releasing that which no longer serves you, what's heavy, what weighs you down, clearing your space, your field. You're it, you're in charge. Take back your power. Trust. Align, center and anchor to the above, your source, to the earth mother below you, ensuring your connection, your flow, the fluidity of the light that you are, refueling the tanks, the chakras. Setting your force field, checking, re-engaging, reinstating that it all is sealed, complete, as you shift these frequencies so that you can maintain them as long and as best you can, for your thoughts create the holes, the permeations of lower energy patterns, thoughts and programs and beliefs. We slip back into them quite easily. But forgive yourself for that too. This is all about building, not berating. Call to your guides, teachers and totems now. As we now begin our journey, walking along our beautiful path again, however you appear. That fluid, that water that is our emotional body, we allow to flow. We allow to feel. To heal, we have to feel. We journey along now under the light again of Grandmother Moon. She shines her beautiful, stunning silvery blue rays white, comforting, nurturing above you. Knowing you're fully protected, call in whoever you choose, walk with them, known and unknown. Entering through the trees again, as they welcome you and wave you in, calling you forth. Once again to that beautiful crystalline spiral staircase. That you journey up as you're ready. Again, knowing you are full in your violet, releasing again any weights that hold you back. Any anxieties, unknowns. Telling your lower ego to be still. You're in charge. You journey upward, climbing higher and higher, lighter and lighter. The earth becoming more and more distant below you as you've left her. This incredible space, shooting stars, star systems, galaxies, beings of love and light surrounding you here. Seeing more today than you've seen previous. There may be campfires of elders. You may see many beings flashing past you. You may see extraterrestrials. Judge nothing, just know whatever you're seeing is your truth. You see because you know, you have memory. You are connected. You see the beautiful tapestry bridge of light that you now walk upon towards your castle, your temple that you are. And there may be many, many travelling with you today, for you are never alone. You are supported always by legions of beings of light. There is such a sense of feeling of difference and peace and excitement today. You journey in through the gate and into your amazing temple of light. Again you climb each 7 steps that lead you past each chakra. climbing higher and higher. Where you now reach the level of the third eye. You face your door, and again, if there is anything blocking its way, your entry to it, through it, you clear. Your swords, your laser lights of violet or blue, gold, pink. You clear the way and all is dissolved instantly. You open the doorway as you're ready. And you walk in. Again, how you perceive this space is unique to you, be it dark, light, or anywhere in between. The corridor you see will have almost like veils or curtains hanging down before you. Take note. Are they solid drapes? Are they broken, tethered, gaping holes, tiny holes? With your light and your intention, clear as many, pull down as many, transmute as many. Or spaces within the veils that you are comfortable to that allows you access further within. Veils of illusion, there have been many. Remove as many as you choose. You walk deeper and deeper, where you do see a light appearing at the end that's calling you again. And appearing now before you is the Master Hilarion. Whether you see him, feel him, or just simply know and allow, he welcomes you. He takes you within this amazing space that now appears. There is much green and gold around you, luminous light. He sits you on a throne, a chair, simple or majestic. He kneels before you. He now asks you to see or feel on your head, your skull, your ears, your third eye, all or any of those areas. He says, do you feel the constriction? Do you see or feel the apparatus that you have placed over your third eye, around the head area? Do you see the implements you may have placed below the eyes, in the orbital areas, or within your ears? He says you chose many lifetimes to shut down, to turn away from truth, from the truth of all that you are. Your fear in reclaiming is that you fear the judgment. You fear that you have done wrong. You fear your knowing. You fear that you may well know all the truth. He asks you now to simply remove and take off, one by one, all that you see and feel here. And place each one into his hands, which he absolves through violet, the green and the gold. And as he absolves, like crystalline lights rise from his hands, it's as though light is pouring through his hands, and it is. You see the same light from his eyes and his heart, like a triangle they are connected. As each implement you remove, he dissolves with the force of his light and love. When all is removed, he asks you to stand. He takes you further within this space, where you see now a bridge appear before you. You will be led to either the left or the right side of the bridge. Take note which way you go first. He asks you to look around this space first and clear it. There may be much noise here, again, that you have chosen to listen to. You may see radios. You may see CD players, iPods, TVs, anything of noise you see. Turn them off, turn them down. These are distractions of the ego that you've allowed to interfere with your true hearing and knowing. Turn down all the noise that you see, you hear, remove them, shut them down. And clear the obstacles again, the garbage, the cobwebs, anything in this space that's congested. You will see a power switch here also, that he asks you to see if it's on or off, and he asks you to ensure that you turn it on, and it remains so. He asks you to do this with lightness and love. Judge nothing, but know that you are freeing yourself of much now. When all is content, you walk towards the bridge. And again, this is an incredible bridge of light, an ancient bridge. Is it broken? Is it connected? Is it disconnected? He simply asks you and guides you that it's time now to heal, to reinstate, to reinforce, to reconnect this pathway. And you do, you clear, you reinstate with light. It supports you absolutely. You continue until all is healed and connected again. and you cross the bridge to the other side of where you started. And again here, you now clear the space. You turn off again the noisemakers, the interference that you have created, the obstacles to listening to the truth well within you. One side will be more clear than the other, which again is showing you is that the left or the right side, the masculine or the feminine. Which side have you been more congested? Again, there is a switch here also, which he asks you to see and to check that it too is on, and more than likely it is. And he now leads you to the back of this room, where again you now see the switch of all switches, the mother switch, a very, very big and ancient switch. It may be blocked for you to get to it, it may not. It may be weighed down with chains to prevent it turning on. This switch in most people is off. But you clear it, and as you're ready, you engage it back into on, and this switch will turn upwards. You will push it up. And as you do, coming into view is like a tower coming from the ethers, a tower of light, electricity you see beginning to form all around where you stand and beyond. You see the 4 points of the tower like the Eiffel Tower. You see it charging up, the rays of light flowing down upon it and through it. And you see from this switch a ray or rays of light that travel from it to the left switch, across the bridge to the right switch, and back to the mother switch, forming the triad, the Trinity, reconnected again. For you disconnected this many lifetimes ago. This space becomes lighter and lighter and lighter. You can see this amazing tower is infinite. You cannot see the top, but you see it coming into view as your soul chooses you to. You now see where you stand and before your bridge. You now see a gland, a rock, a seed, however it appears. Is it dark? Is it murky? Is it clear? Is it spinning? Beloved Hilary now asks you to aim your sword of violet and to clear this seed, this gland, with love. Remove again anything from it that hinders it. Weights, chains. This is your pineal gland, and it's time to accelerate. As you clear it with the violet, it becomes lighter and brighter. The aim to be crystalline diamond in its true capacity. And as it gains its momentum, it will begin to spin if it's not already spinning. It will accelerate and accelerate. And you want it as clear as you possibly can. And you will need to maintain it. You see the base, the 4 points of the base of the tower around you. The light still flowing in the triangle around you. But from the 4 bases now, a ray of amethyst, green gold and blue light now merge towards the pineal gland, and they form a diamond at the base of it, connecting to it again, becoming its support base, its infrastructure, holding it, accelerating it yet again, and it spins faster. You see now, before the pineal, but outside the diamond, another gland, seed, crystal. Again, check its note, its colouring, its disclarity, and with your sword of violet accelerate it and clear it also. Your pituitary. This beautiful crystal will be gold. Intend its acceleration and its light to return, spinning in harmony and as one with the speed of the pineal. And as these two come on alignment and into harmony and atonement, between them they now send rays of diamond and gold light to each other, connecting them once again. Reconnect the chords of harmony. Where you stand now, you see below you. You see the heart chakra well below you appear. Through the layers, like an opening you see. But you see between the heart and the throat another crystal, another seed appear, which from this point of where you stand, you can now clear it also. Another gland, your thymus, your high heart, your higher pathway system of truth. Clear the thymus, accelerate it too. A beautiful crimson light you see. Magenta almost. It spins faster and faster. And the thymus now sends up to the pineal and up to the pituitary the crimson magenta ray, and all three are connected now in another triangle of light. And they spin equally as one at 144 revolutions per second. Spinning. The pink rises and floods the space where you stand, all around you. All these rays merging as one. Green and gold, diamond, magenta, pink, crimson, blue. A sense of peace you feel within you. And descending down now into that triangle is the blue and the gold ray from source above, connecting all triangles as one, reconnecting through the tower to the source of the Mother Father. Remembering, allowing, harmony, higher centers connected. Walk around this space now, and you will see again many doors that have been closed or obstructed with old thoughts, inspirations and ideas. Let them go. Open every door to allow this higher frequency of light, the higher source frequencies to flow through now of all inspirations that you are. Allow these energies to flow in like spirals of light. Be willing to receive, to conceive, and to eventually perceive that which serves you absolutely. Beloved Hilarion now steps forth again with much joy. He places his left hand over your third eye, and you receive. He now places over your head a gift, be it a thought, a knowing, a symbol, an old garment, aspect that you've worn. Trust in your gaining your remembrance of truth. There are many now who gather around you. Again, you saw many as you arrived, and they wait here always at this level. They are with you and willing to guide you. But you must ask, and you must be willing. Hilarion places a symbol regardless of what you have received over your third eye now. And he places both hands over your ears. He places both hands over the front of your skull and at the back of your skull. And you feel a connection, an alignment. You feel as though your head is radiating light, and it is. And he laughs with joy. He says he waits here any time you choose, and he blesses you. You give him thanks, and you leave this space. Your corridor much, much brighter. As you look back, all triangles, all switches, in place, intact, flowing, spinning, accelerating. Calm and still here. Yet so much waiting. You walk back along the corridor. The veils, as many as you choose. You may choose to pull more down. You can come back. Again, you leave through the door, wide open now, descending down the steps of 7, making your way out of the temple. Your temple becoming ever so bright. You make your way back across the bridge of light and back down the crystalline stairwell. Coming back down all the way. Back down where you see the earth coming into view. until you reach the ground. Feeling ever so different, so light, so clear. Your head quite different. Feeling your fingers and toes. Walking back through the trees, back to the open vista, back into your body, back into the chair, coming back to the here and now, all the way back. Breathing, awakening, remembering. Love, light and blessings to you all. Have a wonderful day.